Any more to add to that, or is that the whole story?
No, that's. I mean, that was a solid full stop there. Yeah, just keeping it tight and smooth here in the studio. Pointless and confused. Downtown Miami.
Man on Fire is a 2004 action thriller film directed by Tony Scott. It's based on the novel of the same name and was previously being adapted into a feature film in 1987. In this film, Denzel Washington portrays John Creasy, a despondent, alcoholic former CIA officer turned bodyguard, who goes on a revenge rampage after his charge, a 9-year-old Lupita Pita Ramos, played by Dakota Fanning, is abducted in Mexico City. That's the movie we watched this week, Brad. And you'd never heard of it before?
Never.
And I'd seen it a couple of times in the past. Oh, you're going to be negative now, eh?
Why?
You're going to throw this shit back in my... Why do you do this shit every time, Brad? Why do you do this shit every time?
Every time you make me watch shit movies. Shit.
Did you get all the way through it this time, or did your little pea brain just sort of clap out and go, oh, there's dialogue. Oh,
I just like, oh,
where are the hand puppets? Oh,
might have been a couple of scenes that I did at like 1.25 speed, but yeah, I got through it. I made it. It's a few occasions. Constant listeners know that I haven't made it all the way through some of Dan's choices. This is a tough watch.
Adult films with adults in them talking adult words, and not basically a film without hand puppets. That's kind of where you get lost a bit, isn't it, Brad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Non-cartoon films, you're going to get a bit shaky unless it's got a hand puppet.
It's hard to top 1986 Transformers. I mean, when you've been that high in the sky, it's hard to come back down to Denzel being Denzel and a million quick cuts and terrible coloring.
Oscar-winning actors giving performances. A film a bit depth.
You love this film? This is like top 10? It's very topical.
I remember seeing it quite a while ago and really liking it, and I watched it this time. I got a bit bored, to be honest. Kind of tuned out for a bit.
What the fuck was all that shit you were giving me then? What a cunt. All emails can be sent to Dan's account at pointlessandconfused.com.
That's one word. DANSC. Oh, how's it? DANSACUNT.
Spell it as it sounds. It's very phonetic. Yeah.
Yeah, no apostrophe in there. Just Dan's account at pointlessandconfused.com.
Yeah.
At hotmail/email.com.
Yeah, if your mail provider bounces it back to you and says no such address exists, fuck you. Get a better computer, because you're also a cunt.
Yeah, your computer's probably broken if that email address doesn't work. We've found that.
Maxed out with adult videos. Get a new computer. Try it. Yeah. And get off Gmail. I mean, who's on Gmail anymore?
Boy, what else is here? I got Gmail.
Get up on Hotmail, mate. The Gmail's just wrong.
I thought what? Hotmail? Quality. That went long ago. That became Outlook, didn't it? .com, and then I don't know.
There's no Outlook's like a business. What are we talking about here? We're talking about Mexicans killing each other, aren't we?
You can get us at myspace.com/PonyRider42.
Jesus. I'll put you in my top 5 friends if you send me a message.
Tom's always my number one. Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember back in the days I would go, I'm friends with Motley Crue. I'm like, is it really Motley Crue? Or just no, it's Motley Crue. They accepted
Motley Crue. Yeah. I sent them a message and they gave me a thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, we're practically going to tour together now. It's almost, it's a thing.
I sent them a link to my music page and they thumbed up, so that means they listened to it and they liked it. I'm going on tour with them next year.
Yeah, this is the beginning.
This is how it starts. I knew this would happen. My mum told me this was going to happen.
Yeah. That's a true story as well. Yeah.
Oh, we know. We know.
We know.
Been there. Yeah. MySpace was great for about a week.
I
It'll be back.
remember always thinking, is this it? Fuck is it? It's just a bunch of dickheads.
Yeah. It was nice to meet other musos through it. I found that good. Did lots of shows through it. But
I've got animated flames in the background.
yes.
I'm not going to tell you how I did it.
Well, is it any better than like fucking TikTok? I don't have a TikTok, but I'm assuming it's kind of the same thing. Like it'll last for a few summers, and then the hip kids move on to the next thing.
Still going. That communist propaganda is strong.
Mm. Yeah. But, how long do any of these things last? And they pop up quick. Like Zoom, for example. Had anybody heard about Zoom before fucking COVID hit? And we all got stuck at home and then we had to talk to... Well, who the fuck... Where did this come from? We were all like... what
was the Microsoft one before it? There was the Microsoft video meeting. I can't remember what it's called, but that just fucking died. And then all of a sudden it was just everyone was Zooming.
Everyone's got Zoom. Yeah.
That was the word.
Yeah. Every office, Zoom. And like, I don't know. Do they
How many hundreds of millions of dollars did Microsoft pay for whatever the fuck it was? It's just dead.
Yeah. That's it. Also, I got what's his counts with Twitter. Oh, it's called X now or something, isn't it? But it's a lot of money spent for some shit that could disappear. What did he pay for that? 40 billion?
44, I think.
Jesus fuck.
Well, he's monetized it and he's going to turn it into like a banking thing and all sorts of shit now. You're like, wow.
Yeah, people will bail to the next free thing, I reckon, if he doesn't do it right. He could have like given water to Ethiopia. Does Ethiopia still need water? I don't know. We don't see those kids on the TV much anymore.
They got plenty of water. Forget about them.
Yeah. Maybe all those dollar a days really it solved the problem,
Well,
donate 25 cents, just half a cup of coffee.
Full disclosure, I do own shares in Tesla, so everybody just go out there and buy a fucking Tesla.
Yeah.
They'll do me a favor.
Wait for the next thing.
And buy one of their killer robots in the future too, because that'll be good for my stocks.
Yeah. The Tesla Terminators. Yeah, I've seen the prototype. They look awesome.
Get a chip put in your brain, because that'll benefit me greatly. Full disclosure, I just wanted to be clear on that, but yeah.
The Tesluminators. Can't wait. Yeah. They're like, they've been modeled after the robots in Chopping Mall. So just make sure you don't get the one that looks a little
Asian-y.
Asian-y. Oh dear.
Yeah, there was that one on the left. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking quality film. Yeah. Such a good film.
Yeah, refer to our episode, Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
It'll sound a lot less racist if you watch the episode.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it was a direct quote from the movie, not my worldview there, ladies and gentlemen.
But it did make us laugh.
It sure did. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
That film was just, it goes from minute one and it does not let up all the way to the end. It's just the greatest film.
And titties all the way through. Quite frequent. Yeah.
It's delinquent teenagers in a late night mall. It was just...
And titties.
Yeah. Go back and listen to that episode because we shouldn't talk about it now, but Chopping Mall, ladies and gentlemen.
Great formula.
Yeah.
It should be done more.
It's like the Terminator and Short Circuit and your favorite 80s mall film and boobs all put together.
Yeah. All your little millennials and your Zoomers or whatever the fuck you call yourselves, and you're all like woke and shit. Yeah. Go watch a titty movie from the 80s, for fuck's sake.
Like Porky's.
Yeah, get your shit together. Revenge of the Nerds. Watch that shit. Titties.
Oh, that's slightly rapey Revenge of the Nerds. Now it is still good. Like, you can't beat... Is it in the first one or the second one where they get Bush? We got Bush! And they're going on the panty raid with the robot or something.
Yeah.
Future episode, perhaps.
Stripes, you get a
Porkies.
titty scene in the showers. Proper entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, for boys. Yeah. Or girls that lean that way.
Everybody likes it. Let's face it. It's a hit
Mm.
movie combination. The best film ever made. There's no really. I mean, there's no argument here with this. Definitive decision has been made for many years now. Patrick Swayze, classic Roadhouse, the best movie ever made.
Yeah, I'm glad you went there. I thought you'd become mentally ill and you weren't going to say Roadhouse, but you did say Roadhouse. So,
Got a great
we're all on
titty
the same
scene in
page.
it, right in the middle of the film. It's
We haven't
fantastic titty scene. That's
we haven't
movie
done
making for you.
Roadhouse, have we?
What can you
So,
say about Roadhouse apart from it's perfect? It's got a great titty scene in it.
This we could just just read the script for the episode. It'll just be brilliant. Yeah.
We should do.
Swayze, top form. Guy with the big moustache, top form. Jeff
We should
Healey
do
band.
a big banger episode. We should get Patrick Swayze in as a guest, and we could talk to him. We'll do a 2-hour walkthrough of the movie. We'll just do a like audio commentary with Patrick Swayze.
I hate to be the one to inform you of this, but this
I think
Swayze's
we
dead.
could. I think we could like get him. I think what did he smoke?
The Swayze's dead.
The Marlboros. If we got him a box of Marlboros and said to him, "Hey,
Oh, wait.
Patrick,
No,
just
no.
sit down with us for an audio commentary,"
Got it. I got
and we
it.
could watch Roadhouse together, and you can have your Marlboros while we're watching
Well, we
the
need
film.
to get Whoopi Goldberg first, because Whoopi Goldberg can speak to dead Patrick Swayze, because she did it in that film with
What
the pottery scene.
the fuck do we need Whoopi Goldberg speaking to dead
Because Swayze's
people?
dead, right? Patrick
What?
Swayze died of fucking throat cancer.
No, he didn't.
Motherfucker's dead.
No, he did. No, he's not. He's
Long time ago.
Roadhouse
Not long
2's
after-
happening.
Not long after Donnie
Roadhouse
Darko. They
2 is
made
happening.
Roadhouse 2 already. Roadhouse 2's a thing. And it
What?
sucks giant donkey cock. Yeah.
Did it have titties in it?
Actually, I don't think it did. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Of course it didn't.
It's
Jesus
like a
Christ!
awful early 2000s.
Oh my
made
god!
for TV. Yeah.
You're gonna tell me
Sorry.
Patrick Swayze's? I bought a box of Marlboros.
Oh, well,
What am I supposed to
producer
do with
Eric
those
was
now?
better at his job. You would have known these things.
Oh,
And if you were a bigger fan of Roadhouse, you would have known this too. Like, where rips that dude's throat out? Why? That's awesome.
yeah.
Road rap, roundhouse kick to the face. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So-
we'll get back to everybody on that special episode where we
Mm.
do an audio commentary with
seance.
Patrick
We'll get
Swayze.
We'll get a Ouija
Okay.
board and we'll talk to Swayze through that.
I know. We'll get Jeff Healey. We'll get Jeff Healey from the Jeff Healey band. He was in the band, Jeff Healey band in
was.
Roadhouse, and we'll get Jeff Healey to sit, and we'll get him a good pair of glasses so he can watch the movie with us, and we'll do an audio commentary with Jeff Healey sitting with us the entire time. It's not like he's dead or anything. It's not like both of them are dead. It's not like he would have died of eye cancer or anything. So we'll get Jeff
know.
Healey in instead.
I can't speak to Jeff Healey's livability, actually. Maybe
I'll
he's
just
alive.
I'll just go. Oh shit!
With Google.
I know he's fucking dead too.
Oh. Should we get George Harrison in then? Oh, wait.
George Harrison. Now I haven't heard about him from him in a long while. Like he'll be keen to get back into the spotlight, won't he?
Hmm.
George Harrison, he'd been exclusive.
What was he in? He
It'd
was
be
in
like-
the thing.
Oh, he was in the Ringo Starr band for a bit, wasn't he?
He was. Yeah, I think you're right. I
Yeah,
think you're right.
Ringo. But was he in Roadhouse too? No.
Don't know. Maybe the Ringo Starr band was the band in Roadhouse. So
Yeah.
Man on Fire.
Oh, what? What's that?
There's a guy outside the studio. He's on fire. Denzel Washington. If I had to pick a film of his that I could stand, Book of Eli.
Oh, God.
Eli's all right. Where he's
Training Day.
Training Day.
It's got
Training Day's
titties
only
in it.
good because it's got that lady's bush in it.
Eva Mendes, you see her titties?
Yeah. But
Worth
other than
it.
that, I like Ethan Hawke too. He's good. I guess that film's okay.
It's a great film.
What was the one where he was like? There was like a guy who became a spirit, and anything he touched, he went into that person, and he ended up
Ghost?
being a cat.
Patrick Swayze? What?
Good
Denzel.
film. Demi Moore. Anyway, Denzel. Yeah, I just
What?
I want to say I like him, but I don't. Oh, what was his John Wick ripoff? Or maybe it was before John Wick.
Equalizer.
Enforcer? Equalizer, that's it. Yeah, I like the first one of that. And then I never watched the next one.
What was the one he did about, like, was it Time After Time? Or Deja Vu. That was good. I like quite a lot of the Tony Scott, Denzel Washington films.
Yeah, I found just to get back on topic because we've been a bit rambly this session. I found it right from the opening scenes. It's like, does it seem harshly done to you? I don't know if that's the right word, but lots of like quick cuts and moving cameras and shit of the city, and that just straight
people
away. People
complain about that. People complained about that, but I found it a bit over the place and nauseating. The director said, Tony Scott said that he wanted to feel like a jigsaw puzzle for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, seemed a bit. It's a kind of a linear story.
What did this movie cost to make? It felt like they just picked all the cheapest actors.
No, it was like 70 million, and it made it was quite profitable. Yeah, it was a hit at the box. It was the number one film of the year, I think.
I'd never heard of it. Never heard of it at all before you mentioned it, and I was like, okay, I wonder if this is going to be anywhere. And I obviously found it. I can't remember where I watched it. I think it's on like every streaming service. Maybe I watched it on Disney.
Was it?
Yeah. It was on all of the ones that I have. So they're trying to get it out there, make some more money out of it. And it took a real long time. Like it goes at a snail's pace. Like, I'm a drinker. I like drinking. Oh, we're gonna hire you, and then you meet
what you pay for.
And as soon as I met the kid, I was like, I fucking hate this actress. What's her name? Dakota
Fanning.
And it's trauma from War of the Worlds with our favorite actor, Tom Cruise, where she just screams all the way through it.
She was the go-to annoying child actor for a while.
Do you need an annoying child? Yes.
I have to say she was shit.
She's also probably like 7 in this film.
And then wasn't she? She's Slinky or whatever, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Tarantino. She was the girl rooting Bruce Dern, and she was like,
I don't know. I'd have to watch. I haven't watched Once Upon a Time since. Oh, we did the episode, didn't we?
So Brad Pitt goes to the ranch, and he goes up the steps, and she's in the room, and she's kind of creepy. Yeah.
The one with the feet. Yeah, that's true. That is her.
Her as an adult didn't turn out well. Went downhill. Yeah, not good. Yeah, crazy here.
Yeah, to be honest, also spoiler alert, in this film, I was disappointed, and not because I dislike the actress, but I know it's based on a book. Is it based on a true story? It didn't say that at the start.
Based on a book, and the book is based loosely on the true story. Yeah.
Right, because that kid should have been dead. It was just a dumb ending where they were like, oh, hey, you've done all this stuff, but hey, actually that kid's still alive. Oh my God. oh my God, I've been shot, but I'm going to save the kid. And then I'll give up my life for a kid. I gotta take the kid. I won't die. And then,
Well,
like, if the kid, yeah.
so
The
he
kid should have been
was
dead.
shot and bleeding out and on the verge of dying anyway.
Mm.
So
Yeah, he
I
did
don't
just
know.
bleed out in the cartel's car or something, didn't he, at the end? That's not what they, so I get out.
They imply. I think there's a different edits because I was reading the Wikipedia description of the story, and it mentions a bunch of stuff that wasn't in the version I watched on Netflix. Like it carried on a bit longer, and it showed him dying in the car, according to the Wikipedia. I don't know, but Wikipedia is supposed to be the biggest load of shit on the internet. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was waiting. I would have gone a satisfying ending if she runs up to the bridge and they have their little cut. They have their moment. I give them their moment because you need that. And then she runs over to her mum and they let the bad guy go. As soon as the bad guy ran past Denzel, the guy with the sniper's rifle has got the light on his heart, right? He's got his hand there on his chest. And I was like, go to a wide shot and show him getting shot. Blood spurt, and he falls to the ground on the bridge. Good finish, you know? Died a hero. Whereas the one that I watched, it was kind of ambiguous as to whether, why would they put him in the car and take him somewhere and then have him just bleed out in their car?
I thought you'd just shoot him there and go. Yeah. I found the mother annoying. Like over emotional woman who, because the bit with Mark Anthony, the singer, she goes to Creasy, you kill him or I will, and then she storms out of the room. And it's kind of like, I was wondering why he didn't say, well, shoot him, bitch. I mean, it's your fucking husband. Or what do you want me? Where's the threat in that? Like, do your own dirty work, And she was, this is her husband, and all of a sudden she's like, kill him. It was, you think she'd be a bit torn down the middle a bit.
Yeah, it was flawed, is the easiest way to put it. And a struggle to get through, really. It was just, I guess, a heavy subject matter, but that doesn't have to make it a painful film. It just was. I didn't feel like it was well done at all. It was just. And Tony Scott, what's he done that's good? He did that. Didn't he do Days of Thunder?
I like a lot of Tony Scott films. I like them better than Ridley Scott for a while.
Reel off a couple of Tonys, because I'm sure.
Deja Vu, this one. Yeah, Days of Thunder I enjoyed. He makes kind of more fun films, Top Gun. But,
What's your boy?
He makes more fun films, but then he's fun. So I give him a pass for being fun. But yeah, perhaps a bit over-edited. He did that Pelham 123 with Denzel as well, which wasn't that good.
Oh, I didn't see that. No, it's got Travolta in it. Okay, here we go. Crimson Tide, Enemy of the State. He's very fucking...
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, Days of Thunder, Top Gun.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 2. That's interesting. That was a good film.
He got the depression and jumped off a bridge and killed himself a few years ago. That's pretty sad.
Oh, that's tough. No, he did Top Gun Maverick, didn't he?
No, he's dead before then.
Well, it's coming up in his filmography.
Well, it would have been, I don't know. He did the first one. He didn't do the second. He was dead.
All right. Last Boy Scout. Oh, wow. Okay.
A lot of big, well-known films there.
Nah, they're all a bit shit, though, right? What was this big, like, Tony Scott, what is your big hit? Crimson Tide? The Fan with Wesley Snipes? Like, it's Beverly Hills Cop 2. That's his greatest achievement. Maybe
right.
It is.
Right.
Fucking prove me otherwise.
Well, I think Boy Scout was a big film at the time. Top Gun was a big film. Days of Thunder was a big film. Like, most of them are big. Fan, I don't think anyone remembers. I don't think last...
he did True Romance.
He did last True Romance, which I think Tarantino wasn't that happy with.
No. So his big, like, if you wanted to say, Tony Scott, what have you done? What's on your gravestone? It'd be Top Gun. Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop 2, those are his 86 and 87, one after the other. And then in the 90s and the 2000s, it was all like just political dramas. Enemy of the State, Man on Fire,
I would call them political dramas. Like, they were kind of action movies.
They're shit thrillers. That's what they are. They're not action.
Crimson Tide's very well thought of. Enemy of the State was all right. It was fairly well thought of. Gene Hackman, what an actor. Great stuff.
Gene Hackman? He's dead,
yeah.
Isn't he? No, he's not.
No, he's still alive. He's very old.
Yeah. Oh, well.
That's what happens when
Tony,
you're 300.
Is he the younger, less successful brother of Ridley?
I think he'd be the younger, more slightly consistent brother. No, Ridley's a bit of a mixed bag of things. Depends on, you don't know what you're going to get with Ridley.
Hang on, let's throw in some Ridley. We've got, of course, Alien, right? Just the first one.
Matchstick Men was a good one.
Blade Runner, fucking all-time classic.
Yeah, but it's not a great film.
Gladiator.
Like, it's a bit shit.
Gladiator.
Yeah, that's a good film. Yeah, that's a good film.
And then he Thelma and Louise.
No, I don't like that one. That was overrated.
Jane, Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down is a great premise. It's a great true story, but it's a really boring film.
Oh, I've never seen it. But yeah, he
try and sit through that.
Filmography. Hit this one.
Yeah.
Didn't like Brad. Yeah, so Ridley Scott, best known for directing Alien, Blade Runner, Gladiator. Do you think they made films together when they were kids? Like, hey, we're gonna be filmmakers, or they just fell into it?
Take off your shirt, Tony, and I'll film it.
I don't want to be the victim again.
Do you want to be in movies or not, Tony?
Oh, Legend.
Yeah, the only Tom Cruise bomb.
That's it. I was about to say that. Yeah, Hannibal.
Yeah, that was a weird film though. It was like, I know they re-edited it. They try a different soundtrack, but you're sitting there going, "This is a really dumb film."
Yeah, it's got old Tim Curry. He's the devil or something.
Yeah, but not till right at the end, as I remember, and then it's a bit stupid.
I don't remember it at all. Whenever I think of Legend or see the picture, I think of that awesome 80s Ralph Bakshi, is that how you say it? Basky film, Fire and Ice. Do you remember that film?
Yeah. I've got it on DVD. Brilliant.
Oh, of course you do.
Isn't there a weird scene in Legend where, like, he's supposed to be dancing with a magical cloth, but it's clearly on a broom or something?
I don't know.
I need to look that up on YouTube. Yeah, it's really not great.
Oh, no, never. Honestly, I can't think of a single thing about Legend except Tom Cruise is in it, very young. And then there's that, is it Mia Sarah or Sarah? Is that the chick in it? She's super hot.
Okay. Well, that's all that counts, really. Yeah. Great. Perfect.
Yeah, but put on Fire and Ice instead, which is also, I rewatched that the other day. Still good, but slightly harder watch as an adult.
Are you talking about Fire and Ice because this film's called Man on Fire? You've just taken the word fire and said this is another film that exists in the world with the word fire in the title?
Segue, yeah. Because in this podcast, on a film called Man on Fire, we've spoken about it for about 45 seconds.
Which segues us into Backdraft. Now, that was a really good film.
Oh my God, The Towering Inferno.
Oh, going back in time a bit. How'd you leap to that one? I don't know.
Possibly the greatest fire film of all time. Yeah. That's a good film, though, eh? Like what is it? Electrical failure starts the fire on the bottom of the tallest skyscraper in the world.
They can't firefight it. It's too tall.
No.
You just keep building them taller and taller, don't you? You don't listen.
Yeah. The water reservoirs on the roof. We need to blow them up. Oh, yeah. Why didn't we think of that about 8 hours and 900 deaths ago? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Poseidon Adventure. Gene Hackman.
Just about to go into Poseidon.
Segways. Terrible remakes.
The water coming downwards. Well, Poseidon. Yeah, the boat flips upside down and then they fall off the ceiling and land on the chandeliers and stuff. And then the water starts cracking the roof.
Yeah. It's quite a good one. I've rewatched that too. I still enjoy that. Towering Inferno I need to add to the list. And then there was The Swarm. Did you ever see The Swarm? The bees?
Are you bringing up The Swarm because of the thing they're talking about UFOs today?
Well, no, when you get a bee sting, it kind of feels like a small fire in your arm. So,
really?
No, yeah. I didn't hear about any UFO stuff today, but that's every day.
Apparently there was a swarm of UFOs flying around. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there was. People are so fucking stupid. We're alone. We're alone. There's nothing happening. You're just bored. You need to work harder and probably jerk off less, I think.
What? That's not happening.
Yeah. UFOs everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. People need to focus up. Honestly, we've got too much free time to fucking come up with dumb shit.
Yeah, just keep jerking off and worrying about the UFOs. And
back in ancient Egypt,
deeper into political issues.
Jerking off, you had to be moving giant stones, making a fucking pyramid.
The aliens did that for them. Shut up.
Jesus,
it's obvious. Yeah, I don't know. Are we being distracted by UFOs from other issues that are quite important going on in the world at the moment?
Sure, no doubt about it.
That's the UFO thing just finally coming out.
People have gotten bored of the war in Russia. Whenever you're listening to this, I'm sure that war is probably still going on.
Well, the war's in Ukraine. I think you're talking about.
No. Ukraine's taken it to the man now. Like they're drone bombing in the streets, aren't they? By the time you hear this, there's probably robots going in. To be like Tesla tanks.
I think Ukraine's fucked. But,
to slanks.
Yeah, I don't know. A couple little bluzzies, but never mind.
Yeah. Topical.
So Man on Fire.
Do we have to rate this fucking thing?
Well, on IMDb, I got a thing here. Slipping down the couch at the moment.
Greatest episode ever. If you're loving this episode and you love what we do here at Pointless and Confused, we do appreciate dollar bills stuffed in Dan's G-string.
Yeah.
Or email us at Dan's account at pointlessandconfused.com.
/Hotmail. IMDb, this gets a 7.7 out of 10. Someone said 9. Denzel versus Mexico City with unexpected heart. 9. Underrated and ignored, but a bit of a classic. 6. The editing massacre. And 6. Great story ruined by horrible editing. To be honest, it was mostly 9s and 10s.
What's wrong with the world? They're watching UFOs out the window while the film's on, and then they get like anal probed, and they go, "That was the greatest film of all time."
Was that based on research? Is there some kind of like study you can show me, or is that purely anecdotal that people are getting things shoved up their asses, and that's why they watch this movie?
Well, that's how I watched it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it seems generally well thought of, this film. I like the scene where they put a thing up the guy's bum and blow him up. That was good. But yeah, not enough nudity for me, obviously. Not enough side boob.
Like I said off the top, it was poorly edited, boring as fuck, stupid subject matter, horrible actors, dumb ending. It's a one. It's a one. Don't do it, people.
It's a redemption arc.
It's a one screaming Dakota Fannings out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, about the theme of the movie is about redemption, and he's done bad things. He tries to kill himself, but the bullet won't fire, and so that's a sign that he has things to complete in his life. And there's the line: "The bullet doesn't lie." And at the end, he saves the little girl. He's sort of exchanging his life for her. The guy, the father, was given the same bullet to shoot himself, and he shot himself, and it killed him. So his time was over because he was a naughty man. And Denzel sacrificed his life to get the girl, which, I don't know, doesn't really add up to hill of beans for me, to be honest, like, as a story. But medically, I don't know. It's sort of like he just sort of gave up, and that's our ending. A little, I have to criticize the theme of the film.
Well, it was deep. Thank you for sharing.
I thought I'd try and say something slightly intellectual for once.
Wow. Well,
side
we just
boob.
lost
Needed side boob, really. Needed side boob.
Yeah.
Needed side boob.
It needed Denzel's bare cheeks walking in the moonlight. That's what it needed.
I could have done a couple of girls in G-strings just sort of walking away from the camera and a couple more shots. There was a couple of pool shots, wasn't there? But it wasn't really graphic enough for me. Yeah.
Because you're a disgusting old man.
Right.
Yeah. Are you going to rate this thing or what?
7. Yeah.
What?
7-ish.
Fuck. You just spent,
I know. I
just spent 45 minutes not talking about it. 7. Ugh. Why do we do this?
I think that's pretty good. I just think I kind of fell out of the mood of it at the time I watched it a bit. I don't know if it's quite the film's fault. But yeah, the editing is a bit over the top for me. But I did enjoy Denzel's performance and had some interesting stuff. Yeah.
We're great.
Needed more side boob.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Well, good day then.
Well, what more? You haven't rated it.
I did. I gave it a 1.
Did you?
I did. I gave it 1 screaming Dakota Fannings out of 10.
Oh, did you? Oh, I was kind of ignoring you for a bit there.
Yeah, I've said it twice. It's just like when I talk. When I talk, it's as boring as this film. So you listening to me talk is as boring as I found this film.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. But we're still doing this fucking 100 episodes in. So go fuck yourself.
What are we? We're 97 now.
No.
Yeah.
It's totally 100 already.
No.
Check your YouTubes.
Well, don't think so.
I think
pretty sure I'm right.
Predator was our 100.
No.
Well, let's just fucking argue about it while the world's listening. You dumb fuck.
There's no need to call each other names. I think if we just come together and meditate, that we can find like just the spiritual healing in the universe to come together. Because at the time, at this point in the world, all we need is love. You know what I'm saying? You know, so like if we just love each other, then we can come together in this world.
We must align our chakras and eat vegan tofu and be as one, and the world will be fine.
It reminds me of that beautiful speech in Wonder Woman 1984 where Gal Gadot said that the world is a beautiful place and there is beauty in the world, and if the world can see the beauty in the people in the world, then the world will be a beautiful place because of the beauty in the world and the people. I mean, can't you see? It's pretty simple. There's beauty in the place. Yeah. Yeah, perfectly understandable. Right. Well, another perfect episode, really, wasn't it? I think